Curator Zixthal floated before the empty enclosure, his crystalline appendages flickering with frustration. For 3 centuries, the Grand Galactic Menagerie had housed specimens from every known sentient species in the galaxy. Every species except one. The humans. 17 expeditions had been launched to Earth. 17 had returned empty-handed. The primitives somehow evaded every trap, outwitted every lure, and destroyed every capture drone with alarming efficiency. It made no sense. They possessed no natural armor, no telepathic abilities, no advanced technology of their own creation. By all metrics, they should have been the easiest acquisition. Perhaps we approach this incorrectly, suggested his assistant, Velmara. Other species came willingly, lured by promises of preservation and comfort. Zixthal's form pulsed with derision. We tried. They laughed and said they'd rather die free than live in a cage, no matter how beautiful. That afternoon, everything changed. The station's proximity alarms screamed. Zixthal rushed to the command center, where his security chief stood paralyzed before the view screen. Outside, a fleet of crude but functional spacecraft surrounded the station, weapons hot. A transmission crackled through. A human face appeared, scarred, grinning, terrifying in its confidence. This is Captain Chen of the Terran Defense Force. We've been watching you collect species like zoo animals for quite some time. We've been too busy rebuilding after your last kidnapping attempt to respond properly. That ends today. Zixthal activated the station's shields. You cannot threaten us. We are protected by the Galactic Council. We preserve endangered species. Preserve? Chen's laugh was cold. You mean imprison? We talk to the specimens you keep in those gilded cages. Turns out, most of them didn't volunteer. Most of them have been here for generations, never seeing their homeworlds again. The human leaned forward. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to release every single species that wants to go home. You're going to give them ships. And you're going to shut down this abomination. And if we refuse? Zixthal's voice quavered despite himself. Then we take it apart piece by piece, and you with it. See, that's the thing about humans you never understood. We don't just fight for ourselves. We fight for anyone trapped, anyone suffering, anyone told they're better off in chains than free. Chen gestured off-screen. We've already made contact with 70% of your collection. They're ready to leave. Some want to go home. Some want to stay with us. Either way, it's their choice now, not yours. Zixthal watched as human soldiers began boarding the station, escorted by freed aliens who pointed the way to more enclosures. The curator finally understood why the humans had been impossible to capture. You cannot cage a species that views freedom as more sacred than life itself. And you certainly cannot cage a species willing to cross the stars to free others they've never met. The menagerie had been missing one species. Now Zixthal knew it would forever remain incomplete.